Alright, here's the season 1 bumper, all primered up, and it's ready to ship. This thing has been primered, 3 layers of primer, black primer, and it's fully cured, so it's ready to go. And here's the inside, which has also been primered in black, so if anybody ever looks into the grills here, it'll be nice and black and not a fiberglass color, which is usually, like it looks like this. So if you don't primer it, it still looks dark, but it's just not as nice looking as that would be in primer. Alright guys, here's the bumper with the grills installed. 3 on each side, tightened down, got them real tight for shipping. I did get the covers made up as well. The only thing the customer has to do or buy is the turn signals, or if you have them already, you have to plug those in and screw them down to two screw holes here, and then you have to buy some double-sided tape, which I don't have any that I include, so I'm gonna put the link in this YouTube description down below where you can buy that stuff. It's just a double-sided adhesive that goes around the border. I'm gonna put the best one that you can buy, which is the type that's used for like body moldings and stuff for cars. Something that's that's not gonna come off. It'll, once you put it down, it's stuck there. So I believe I'll include the bolts too. I haven't pre-drilled it, but I think I'm gonna do that for the customer as well. I'm gonna pre-drill the holes for him on both sides. You can kind of see where the hole goes. See that? So I'll just go and drill that out for him. Sometimes I don't do it, I just leave it like that. Yeah, this thing's ready to go. It's looking real good. You can see the grills in there. And remember, if you remember, this is custom brackets I installed here. All this is custom done. There it is, ready for shipping. Alright, and here's the nuts and bolts that come with it. And you can see it has a little piece of rubber washer there. It's aluminum on one side and it's got the rubber on the other side to protect the paint. So when you go and mount this up to your car, you're gonna keep that paint from getting scratched up. Okay, so it's gonna go into the fender here, through the hole, and then you got your washers here on the other side. I'll just go ahead and bolt this in there, so I'll ship it with the bolts directly. Alright, so I mounted these screws in there for you with the nuts on the back side. So when you get the bumper, all you have to do is just unbolt that from here and it's ready to go. Had a couple times I put this in a wrapper on the packaging box and people lost them, so I'm just gonna put them in there for you like that so they don't get lost. And this is going to another country, so it's going quite far. Another thing is, you'll see I drilled a couple holes here. These are drain holes for water. When water gets in here, sometimes you want the water to be able to drain out. And just to show you what I mean, so the light goes in here, you have your cover that sits here like that. Okay, and sometimes the water will seep in to these cracks here, or from the top into here, or into this crack here when it's raining, and then the water will drain into here, down into the bottom there, and up under this plastic light. And so you want it to go through these little weep holes here, because you don't want water to be building up there. That would not be good. And that's about it. It's ready to ship. I will be taping these in place just so they don't get damaged. Put some tape over that, and then I'll wrap this up and get it ready for shipping in the next few days. Alright, one more quick note. After you paint this bumper, so you're going to probably block this with really fine sandpaper, 320 to 500, 600, whatever they're going to do your car paint job. They're going to sand this primer down a little bit to get it nice and smooth. You're going to notice once you paint the car and you go to put these back in, you might have it where the paint is a little bit built up. So you might need to trim these on the backside on the edges right here. I already trimmed them somewhat. You can see it's kind of at a beveled angle there. And that's because the way this thing is shaped needs to be trimmed like that. So you might need to go and trim that a little bit more. Just use, what I use is an air grinder, but you can use just sandpaper, a little bit of sandpaper like this, and just go over the edges slightly until it fits in there the way you want. So just keep that in mind. Right now they fit pretty snug, pretty nice, and you want to keep a little bit of a gap anyway on this edge, because expanding and contracting, especially on the edges here and here. So you might want to sand that down a little bit as well. If it's see, I got a little bit of play right here. See that? Just a little bit, and that's the reason for that. It's because these, when the sun hits it, they do tend to expand, which means get larger and then shrink down when it gets colder. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. This is Jacob, NightRiderShop.com. Next video, I'll be sanding and prepping this thing for primer, getting all the little imperfections taken care of, anything filled, little high spots here, that mold line sanded down, all that good stuff. And that's an original 4-season bumper. But that's it for this one. This one's going to be shipped out by the end of the week. It's going airmail, I believe, to Germany. And thank you for your patience, customer. It's been a little while to get this done. The weather has not been helping, because when it's cold, I'm used to California weather. In California, it's not that cold. I mean, here you get days where it's 10 degrees outside. You just can't work in that type of weather. So I don't want to take chances building my parts and have it come out wrong. So that's it for this one. Jacob, NightRiderShop.com.